Here's a disclaimer. This video does not align with any lore from TF2 or any media mentioned in said video. With that said, enjoy the show.
Y'all, I can't believe Steel Ball Run is coming in less than a month, finally!
Oui, and I have anticipated something spectacular like this for so long, seeing that I'm an avid Jojo's fan.
Jojo's Bizarre Adventures, you say? Holy dooly, that's a great idea, and now I'm engaged.
Yeah, and good thing we've got a little more than an hour to spare before today's mission. So let's have a fun and bizarre convo, shall we?
Well, as much as I love my boy Josuke from Part 4, I gotta say I freaking love Joseph Joestar from Part 2. I love how funny he is with his wild antics. His one-liners starting with "next you'll say" are iconic, and honestly, he's just like me, for real. I also love Josuke, mostly because he's a nice friendly dude that loves chilling with his homies. And Part 4 in general is all around amazing.
As for me, I love the upstanding Jonathan Joestar from Phantom Blood, aka Part 1. He's the type of main character that is noble, confident, and honors American values. And I see him as God's purest warriors.
Okay, who's gonna tell Soldier about this?
I let him be, lad. This is the happiest I've seen him in a minute.
Well, if you say so. How about you, Pyro? Favorite Joestar?
I love Jojo Kujo from Part 6 Dawn Ocean. Her character design is so sparkly and fabulous. I love how expressive she is, and she's chaotic, just like me. Yippee!
I won't lie, Pyro. You have great taste, for sure. She's definitely a shining Joestar, for sure.
I, for one, love Johnny Joestar from Steel Ball Run, and I'm so glad it's finally getting animated this year. I know Johnny has been through so many things himself, his past, and the growth along the way. His character arcs showed his grit and determination, and honestly, that's quite inspirational.
Hearing this makes me excited now, more than ever, for Steel Ball Run. It will break the internet in more ways than one.
Heavy's favorite Joestar is Jotaro Kujo from Part 3 Stardust Crusaders. Also, I love how his design was inspired by Clint Eastwood, who's been one of my favorite actors growing up. Honestly, that's quite badass!
Whoa, Heavy. I didn't know you were a fan of Clint Eastwood. That's a pleasant surprise right there.
Well, I'd hear Heavy rave about him after work. I find it quite adorable to see that side of him.
Well, goes to show we ourselves could open up a bit every now and then.
This is true. Anyways, I agree with Scout here that Josuke Higashikata from Diamond is Unbreakable is my favorite Joestar. I am impressed with his stand, Crazy Diamond, and its abilities. The fact that they could restore something or someone quickly is just remarkable work.
Scout is right. That being said, my favorite Joestar is Giorno Giovanna from Part 5 Golden Wind. There I say, if we ever meet in person, I wouldn't mind studying him and his stand, considering his mindset is built on reformation.
I think you've made your point, Doctor. Let's not get too experimental here for now.
Fess, fine.
Alright, mates, so having said that, my favourite Joestar is Gappy from Part 8 Jodelian. I know his name is Jose too. I just want to make the distinction clear. He's quite an observant, mate. Very quiet and quite strategic. So in a way, he's pretty relatable in my books. Also, I love how Snipers has some unique stealing properties. Soft and Wet's quite amazing.
Jojo Leon is an underrated part, for sure.
I'll say. Guess I can go ahead and say that Jojo Joestar from Jojoland's Part 9 is my favorite.
And why, you may ask? Well, let's just say I'm a man who loves ambition, cold and calculated, and someone who is fiercely loyal to his loved ones. Not to mention, someone who is unapologetically ruthless at times. And Jordinho happens to check all of those boxes. Also, his stand, November Rain, is just so unique and powerful, hitting at the right times where it hurts. And the fact that Jordinho himself is proactive really excites me in more ways than one. I could go on and on about Jojo Lands in general, even though the manga is still ongoing as we speak. But it goes to show how genius Hirohiko Araki's writing has been since Part 1 of Jojo's.
Well, it goes to show how passionate you are with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Spy. I, for one, have enjoyed watching the series up until Part 6, which was a wild ride.
I know, right? I'm just glad we got to look back and talk about JoJo's right before Steel Ball Run comes out.
Yes, and here's hoping Netflix releases the episodes weekly instead of batches. Otherwise, we'll riot.
See how we can actually have a nice, wholesome discussion talking about the things we enjoy? No drama, no chaos, just us having positive vibes.
I agree. It's refreshing for us to reminisce our favorite moments in JoJo's instead of just clashing heads and fighting, unlike some videos I've seen in the past.
Hey, instead of throwing shade, how about we go get some drinks after today's mission is complete?
Hell yeah! And the hype for Steel Ball Run is gonna be so peak, so amazing, so stellar for America.
And I'm so friggin' excited that Frieza's voice actor will be voicing Johnny Joestar in the dub, and Gojo's voice actor is Gyro Zappelli.
Really? Oh my god, that is so hype. And also, the first episode is part 3.
Attention mercenaries! Mission begins in 30 minutes.
Oh my, it looks like we need to get ourselves ready for today.
Well, at least we can talk more about JoJo's and other anime after our mission, so it's all good.
Scout's right, but for now, let's go give it our all and show Team Blue who's boss.